New Year is 2 weeks away. Let's spend 30 minutes this Sunday planning your best financial year yet. Yeah, your Sunday year planning session. What went well financially? Did you have income increases? Did you pay off debt? Were your savings goals met? Did you make good financial decisions? And what could improve? Overspending areas? Missed opportunities? Goals not met? Lessons learned? Write down your top three successes and the top three improvement areas. Minutes 11 to 20, define your 2026 goals. Yeah, create SMART goals. Remember, SMART, SMART, specific numbers, measurable progress, achievable but stretching, relevant to your life, and time-bound deadlines. SMART, SMART. You're smart. You're going to do this. So the goal categories are for income, you want to increase it by X%. Savings, the amount that you want to accumulate. Debt, the amount that you want to trim or perhaps eliminate. Investing, contributions that you wish to make. And what do you wish your net worth to increase by? Talk to me about a percentage goal and write it down. Examples of this include you'll increase your emergency fund from $3,000 to $8,000. You'll pay off $6,000 in credit card debt. You'll contribute $7,000 to a Roth IRA. You'll increase your side income to $500 a month. You'll reduce your spending by $200 a month. Wow, look at that. $200, you're reducing your spending, increasing your side income 500. That's 700. If you have excess debt, guess where that's going? See how we can really parse it out. We are hardwired with common sense, us women. Yes, we are. We're going to make quick work of this financial organization. Yes, we're going to turn chaos into clarity. And what better time to do it than right now? Minutes 21 to 30, create your action plan for each goal. Identify monthly action required, obstacles to overcome, support that you may need, tracking methods, accountability system. And here's a plan. Save $8,000 in an emergency fund. Monthly action, save $667 a month. Obstacles, irregular income, impulse spending. But then you're going to get support. And you're going to have automatic transfers on payday to pay yourself first. You're going to track it through your monthly spreadsheet review, whether it's on paper or on an electronic Excel or Sheets. And you're going to be accountable to yourself, A weekly check-in with you and maybe an accountability buddy, a professional, a friend, someone that's going to hold you to your SMART goals because it's for your joy and success and fulfillment to live an untethered life. That's the goal, is it not? So set up your success systems, your financial calendar, create your reminders for monthly budget review, the first of each month, bam. Quarterly investment reviews, quarterly, March, June, September, December. And then you're going to do an annual insurance review. Some people like to do this on or around their birthday because they remember that day. Your tax deadline, be aware of it, April 15th. If you're going to owe some money, you're going to prepare in advance in order to have that money to write that check on April 15th. Year-end planning, you're going to start that December 1st of the year. You're going to be implementing strategies all through the year, but that final thrust is going to be the whole month of December. Now, automation setup, automatic savings transfers, bam. Checking account, investment account, checking account, emergency fund, checking account, savings accounts, because that's shorter term than investments, right? And then automatic bill payments. No more late payments. Order your credit score, and review it carefully. If you have any late payments, call the company and say, if this is true, I'm generally on time. I don't know what happened. This was kind of a one-off circumstance, and I'm really attuned to my credit report. And would you be kind enough to consider rescinding this from my credit report? And most often they'll say yes. I always like to start that conversation with, could you do me a big favor? I'd love to have your help with this. People like to help, right? So let's get on tracking systems, budgeting apps, Mint, YNAB, Every Dollar. There's a lot of them. Use what resonates with you, what's easy for you. And do a net worth tracker because these are very, very fine confidence builders, right? And then a goal progress spreadsheet and a spending journal, if that's helpful for you. And have your support network, have your financial accountability partner. I like to have you have someone like a financial coach like myself or another financial coach that's seasoned to keep you accountable, and someone who has your back, and someone who probably has a lot more knowledge around all of the facets of financial planning than you do because your specialty is something other than that. And have communication and community with an online community. I welcome you to join our Facebook group. We Can Do It Women on Facebook. And a financial advisor if you need one yet. You may be in a situation where some coaching gets you situated and on the right track, and then a year down the road, you hire a financial advisor. And then give yourself the opportunity for educational resources. So the weekly financial habit is every Sunday, review your past week's spending, plan your upcoming week's budget, check your progress on your goals, adjust them as needed, celebrate your wins. Celebrate your wins. We so rarely do that. And the monthly review is the first Sunday of each month, calculate your monthly income and expenses, update your net worth, check your goal progress, adjust next month's plan, identify patterns that might have taken you off course or a pattern that actually enhanced your situation. And that happens a lot. The quarterly deep dive involves every 3 months reviewing your investment performance. You might adjust your asset allocation. Again, you're probably going to have work in tandem with your certified financial planner, a fiduciary financial planner, and they will help you do that because it's a little bit more complicated than what it looks to do it correctly. And then you're going to check your insurance coverage. If in fact you or another person in your household, if your partner died yesterday, what is the income loss and how much life insurance do you have to buy that survivor time? That's really what life insurance comes down to. And then update your financial documents and celebrate your progress. Treat yourself some way. Figure out something that you really enjoy. Maybe you go ahead and treat yourself to a massage. Maybe you give yourself an extra hour to scroll through some of your Facebook friends' posts and so forth. However you do it. Maybe you get another hours to sleep. I don't care how you do it. I want you to celebrate your progress. Kind of like when children are coming up and they learn a new skill or they learn a new language or they get a better grade in a topic and a subject and we say, great going, right? Well, we're still learning about finances, many of us. And so when we do great, I want us to say, great going. Nice job. Yeah, I do. And so let's make these referendums stick, shall we? Let's have visual reminders. I'm hugely a visual person. I want to write my goals on my mirror, and I do. I want to set the phone wallpaper with a goal. I want to create a vision board or update mine. I want to post a progress chart like on my refrigerator, on my bathroom mirror. And then I want that accountability. I'm going to share the goals with a trusted person, and I'm going to join the financial challenges that otherwise support my missions. I'm going to post my progress updates, and I'm going to reward myself for achieving and hitting and exceeding milestones. Yeah. So my 2026 commitment might look like this. In 2026, I commit to X by this time. I will track my progress, however frequently, monthly, quarterly, and adjust my actions as needed. This matters because this could stand in the way of me being and living an untethered life. And I want that more than I want to live in confusion. I want what I define as my why more than the disarray that I've been operating within that has not provided me the resources financially and emotionally and spiritually to get there sooner. Remember, your best financial year doesn't happen by accident. It's created through clear goals, consistent action, regular review, flexibility and adjustability, persistent commitment. The new year is your fresh start. Use it wisely. What's your number one financial goal for 2026? I'm Deborah Morrison, and I'd love for you to share it below. Making it public increases your chances of success, and I'll see it and compliment you on it for sure. Let's create our best financial year together. We can do it, women.